You just get all old boring content. What can I say? You can only change one thing at a time. And let's get just right into the game. Without further ado. I think I should have it here. Yeah, there we go. Take the good with the bad. That's what they say. Alright, so the timer has been reset because it doesn't really matter. I started this game last time, but it's been like 2 weeks since I last streamed. Actually, it might be a little bit more even. Alright, Paradise Island. Long time no see. Let's go. Alright, so I can't go here. If I remember correctly, the way this worked was something along those lines that there's some pits you can fall down onto, and some pits are insta-deaths. Which ones are which? I'm not sure if you can even know that in advance, I mean. Are the audio levels okay? I'm kinda skeptical. I don't trust OBS at all nowadays. Sounds fine. Okay, good. I think we almost cleared the game last time. I mean, it wasn't that far off. It was definitely a difficulty spike towards the end of the game. Honestly, I don't really remember all that much anymore. There were 2 bosses? Back to back? Alright, I guess so. Well done, Bignose. Thank you. Okay, so... No! No! I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to... Oh. It only gives me 1 shot. Making this right. Alright, so the bones are working as indicators. Which pits I can fall down into and which I can't. But these shops are really weird. Like, they're like 3 different shops. And I'm pretty sure the contents of each shop are randomized every time you visit it. Oh wow. How did this happen? That's cool. Oh well. I guess we'll manage. Like technically you are supposed to... Oh my god. I can't grab this anymore. You're supposed to buy stuff. But every time you get to a new level, it changes the stuff that's available. Hope I finish it in 3 hours. Well, you know, I've thought this through, actually. Like, I can just leave my SMS up and running. Why not? Like, I suppose there's a chance it might overheat if you leave it on. But I don't see it as that big of a risk. Even though that's definitely possible. Let's reset the game. And that's the way I'm gonna do it. At least from now on out. No, I mean, me neither. It's just like technically possible. Like it's not advisable. It's not something you are supposed to do. But it's something that everybody did back in the day, including me. And I haven't heard a single person on Earth who ran into issues. At least with NES. People did it all the time. No, I mean, when I say technically, I mean in the sense of theoretically possible. But it's kind of the same like leaving a light bulb on. Who cares? You never did? I remember doing it, for example, when I remember playing Mario Brothers 3 with my cousin, and her parents wanted us to quit for the day, and we weren't done, so the only thing we could think of was to leave the console up and running. So we could continue the next day, because many games didn't have a password or a save feature or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, if there's a game that I won't be finished in 3 hours, I'm just gonna do it the next time. Hey DJ Beats, what's up? Yeah, that's true. It's actually the biggest risk of it frying, basically. Lewd streams. Lewd streams. Bans incoming. That would be something. But yeah, we'll see how this new schedule works. Like, it's still experimental. Maybe it won't work, but it's worth a shot. What the hell? What the hell just happened? Alright, I guess there's a trap in there. Yeah. Did you really beat all those games? 235 games out of 379. Sure did, man. $150 games or so remaining. After that, I've beaten every single Sega Master System game in known existence, give or take. Yeah, maybe this new schedule will at least help me keep things a little more consistent. Like, normally people have free time and spare time during the weekends, but turns out that lately it's been the other way around for me. Like, I mean, yeah, I have stuff at work and so on, but almost always I will be done by 6 PM at the latest, actually even earlier than that. And the weekends seem to be much more chaotic schedule-wise. I don't know why that is, but there you go. Nah. Indeed. For what it's worth. No! Oh, okay. Okay, now I can buy the extra life, which I'm going to do. I think I'm gonna go all in on the extra lives. Although the other upgrades also seem intriguing. Okay, somehow I... Oh, alright. So you do have to hit the rock. You just have to be fast. Got it. You had my times wrong. I wouldn't blame you. Like, I'm not exactly known for getting my schedule times correct, right? Yeah, so to combat that, if you check my front page, you can see there's a small add-on right below the stream, which should display my new scheduled times displayed on your local time. Not sure if it's obvious, but there it is. Yeah, that should help. And I mean, obviously, the 3-hour mark is not written in stone. Like, If it looks like the game will be completed in the next 5 minutes or whatever, obviously I will do that, but like rule of thumb, to make it so that I still have time to, you know, eat dinner and do something decent, even during the streaming days afterwards. However you want to interpret that. Or at least half decent. You don't call clubbing around like a caveman decent. I mean, of course it's also decent. It's also decent, but I mean like in real life decent. Something's gotta give. Oh fuck yeah, this was the auto-scroller. Alright. Helps. A bit. Wasn't this game like a prototype or something? I think it was a proto. If it was, it's surprisingly finished as it is. I remember getting stuck the last time I played this though, so take it with a grain of salt. But like, still, overall, like proto games can be pretty much anything. Usually you can play like 1 or 2 levels and then you're just stuck. But even that one soft log was sorta on me because nah, well, I don't know. I mean, I got stuck in a wall, so... oh. So we didn't find it. Bignose flying. Hold jump to fly. Oh, fuck. I wasn't prepared for this at all. Which one is jump? Yeah, I mean, I knew this. I just mixed up the 2 buttons. The only 2 buttons on the controller. How sad is that? Oh, you can't even touch the ground! Okay. That's 2 lives wasted, by the way. Bit of a dumb way to die. Well, now I know. This feels like Flappy Bird. It's like a Flappy Bird where you can shoot. It's even got the birds and everything. Caveman can fly. Flappy Bird does go on forever though, doesn't it? Maybe this one will as well. A flap 'em up. It's a new genre. This game's called Flap 'em up. I think all the no signal disconnects are a thing of the past now, since I upgraded to OSSC. I don't think I've experienced a single one, which is good. Picture seems solid and stable, unlike me. Yeah, I think that was a good investment, all in all. I mean, it was 175, so not exactly the cheapest thing in the universe, but I think it was worth the investment. Like, what's the price of good quality content? You can't put a price on that. I mean, you can't find it here, but like in theory. Oh, fuck. Shit. Yeah. So the mosquito, huh? There's a pattern. There's a pattern. Oh, yeah. The damage sticks. This is really funny. I don't remember that many games that does that. Like, you damage a boss, and if you die, the damage is still there. Good for the player. Alright, let's be careful, because this is the level where I got stuck in the wall. Don't you guys think those stalactites, or whatever they are called, are a little misleading or confusing? Like, it looks like you can't touch those. They're spikes. It's just the water that hurts you, not the spikes. I mean, that would be too logical, huh? Oh, fuck. Too close. Let's test my theory. Okay, so this store sells extra lives. Let's see if we can keep it up. Let's keep going to the shop on the right. Let's see if it's always the same. Oh, fuck. Fish! It's always the fish. The timer keeps going down even after you die. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wow. I mean, these jumps aren't exactly easy. This game is still what you call a good game, TM. Like, it's very well made overall. So you're supposed to stand in front of the skeleton brontosaurus, swimmisaurus, whatever thingy, and keep jumping to avoid the mosquito. Yeah, it is. Ah, trap! You have activated my trap block. I think it was actually this level where I got stuck. Kinda odd why they cancelled it this far in. I mean, almost always it's due to budget reasons, like the project itself got cancelled because they didn't get the funding or whatever after all. Hey Jiggy, what's going on, man? Maybe add a new feature to the stream? Like what? I feel hesitant about it already. Even without having heard it. Once you complete the game, you call the devs and ask for the lore. Hey, it's me! Aren't you your favorite? Hello? 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 I'm scared of hitting these blocks now. I've seen at least 2 trap blocks. Then we get all the scoops. I'll allow Skype since Korea might be an expensive phone call. Oh, how nice of you, Hells. Always thinking of me. But that's fine, since you are obviously paying the phone bills anyway, so... Because it was your idea, right? So it's you who saves. Watching my stream, it's like putting money in a bank. Almost better. Yeah, much obliged. I'm all for that. I mean, it's practical advice. Good though. Oh yeah, these platforms. What? It's a block of many bones. Who would have known? Hit the block 3 times, get 3 bones. I mean, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, that's so thoughtful. So thoughtful of you. Very nice of you, man. I feel moved. I mean, honestly, games like these that were cancelled do pique my interest as to why it happened. Like, it's probably due to budgeting reasons, but just interested. What's the story here? Why did they do it? But is this game actually even a Sega Master System exclusive? Like, it's made by Codemaster, so it's a Euro game. But like, a game like this feels like it could find a home on Amiga or stuff. No, but I mean, if it was only published by the Codemasters, maybe it wasn't developed by the Codemasters. I don't know. Alright, so we do get the extra lives here. Let's keep buying those. But I guess it could be a number of things. These chumps. See what is phoning devs is great. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to see that. There were 2 Bignose the Caveman games on NES. I mean, of course. I mean, Chiggy is here. Why didn't we just ask you? Because you always know. The first one was also on Amiga and Atari ST. Well, okay, there you go. You shouldn't have confessed that, man. You could have just said, "Oh yeah, I mean, I played those all the time back in the day. I would have totally bought it." Kinda interesting though. Kinda interesting. Character, yeah. And which one is this? Is this the first one or the second one? Thought it was a comic license. Yeah, it's got the comic aesthetic feel to the game. Oh, okay. What the fuck happened? I touched the volcano, I suppose? Can't think of anything else, really. It didn't give me a warning. We would get a flying stage here. The way we got one last time. You would assume this is based on the original. They all have different titles. Yeah, maybe you'd have to check the gameplay. One that was only on C64 and ZX Spectrum. So there are actually multiple games in the series. I guess you can call it a series at this point. Huh. What do you know? Three games all in all. Hey Dougley, what's up, man? Second NES Bignose game came out for the Aladdin Deck Enhancer. Aladdin Deck Enhancer, wow. Wasn't that the add-on that you could add to your, or like insert your NES cartridge in, and it was supposed to enhance the game? But actually what happened was that many games just refused to work if you plugged them in. No? Okay, maybe I'm confusing it with something else. Can they with something like Super Game Boy Bandai Sur Family Turbo? Okay. So what? I mean, but Super Game Boy is basically just like an add-on that you can insert your Super NES so you can play Game Boy games. And I mean, it does enhance them a little, but that's debatable. Kind of like a power-based converter. Not much, fell on the concrete and hurt both knees. Good times. Wow. Sorry to hear that. Are you okay, man? So they released their games on their own unique format that was cheaper to produce and sell than regular NES cards. But I remember seeing like a Angry Video Game Nerd video about some type of enhancer not too long ago, but maybe it wasn't Aladdin, maybe it was something else. I don't know. Oh, there's a new shop. Interesting. Let's buy extra lives. You haven't enough bones. I know that. I actually do know that. Escape and cut up a bit and limping a little. Oh, man, that sucks. Downing meds, do not feel it. That's what I say. Keep downing those meds. It's never good to suffer. You don't gain any extra points for that. It's not like when you die you get a medal. Congratulations! You ate the lowest amount of drugs in your life. Or I don't know, maybe they will. Maybe you will get a medal. But even in that case, I think it's worth it to avoid the suffering. Avoid the damage. Hope you get better soon, man. think the coolest thing they did was a J-card for the Mega Drive though. It was a special cartridge with 2 extra controller ports on the cartridge itself. Oh yeah, I remember that. Didn't they use it with like micro machines and stuff? Yeah. Like that's how you could do 4-player modes. Yeah, I've heard about that. But I can imagine it might have had its own issues. But still, yeah, it's a neat idea. How close am I to the end? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I don't even know how many levels this game has. But this is like what? 3rd world? This is the 3rd or 4th world, I guess. Still a long way to go. Also, yeah, Duckley, so sorry about the schedule change, but I just don't see any other way of keeping this at least somewhat consistent in the future. So I do understand that it might be a little awkward for some people like you, but hopefully you'll still be able to catch a stream every now and then, if nothing else, at the very least. Mondays. Well, I mean, it's not like it's any less days in the week that you will be able to watch my stream. Like before, I was only streaming on Sundays, and as we all know, usually not even that. It's like lately, it has been feeling like it's a hit and miss even during the weekends, if I will be able to stream or not. But this one should work a little better. And also it's like, it's something I've been looking forward to doing for a while now. And what I mean by that, it's doing more streams than one in a week. I think 3 is the optimal number, unless you're doing it full time, to balance your personal life and consistency. All in all. If it's not the fish, it's the bat. It's the bats. Rule of thumb. Go. Looks like the price does increase, but not by much. So maybe we'll manage. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Somehow falling doesn't hurt you in this spot. Because he's not falling, he's flying. He's floating. A lot of bones. Pretty good. Alright, kitty. Cats can have a little salami. Let's give the cat a little salami. And I love this game's music. This soundtrack is kick-ass. Very danceable. Oh yeah, the fish. Always the fish. Wow. Fish requires like what, 2 hits? After Terror Island you have Chaos Island and done. Oh, it's only one more? Oh wow. I see. Well, it's shorter than I expected. Okay, so this time around they're only selling me spells and I can't visit the other shops anymore. Kinda weird. Well, hopefully I get it right next time. But that kind of confirms my suspicion that the shops are randomized. Yeah, Chicky mentioned that. It's really interesting. Maybe it's worth checking out. I mean, this game is pretty swell. I really like it. Especially it being a proto game. Lag. Ooh. Multi-kill. Is there always like a skeleton brontosaurus at the end? Hey Taco B, what's going on? It's Master System Monday today. We done a bit of a schedule change. See how this works. The new one is right there below the stream, in case you want to check it out. Oliko mukava? Oliko kylmä? Nyt ei ollut kylmäkään. Okay, Chaos Island. Let's make it happen. They recycled the jingle. I mean, not every level has its own tune, if that's what you're asking. Used in other games as well. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible it's stolen. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think so. Yeah, it's very Dizzy-like. This game's music could have been in Dizzy as well. But Dizzy was also made by Codemasters, wasn't it? I think it was. Looks like my Rampage was a lot shorter than the Saturn version. Oh, you played Rampage? When did this happen? Previously? It was a very short game. I almost don't even remember it anymore. Oh, you're working on it now. 14 out of 128. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, one thing is for sure. There definitely wasn't 128 stages in the SMS version. Tosi kaunista. Älä kysy miellyttääkö ruoka, kun kysy, että miellyttääkö aseettelu. Älä pistäis mikroa, älä vaan syömään sitä. Tai ilman niitä vaan syö. Tuo näyttää koira ruoan. No joo, mutta en noin iljettävältä. Am I supposed to fall down? I hope that's the case. Yep. Here we go. Okay, that didn't help at all. Like in this game, as long as you have the shooting club, it's fine. Okay, and now we don't. Now we don't. So it's not fine anymore. And now it's fine again. What a bait! There's a bone inside the wall. Like hell am I gonna grab that. I remember very well what happened previously. I got stuck inside the wall. The ultimate trap. Grab this power up, and you'll be soft locked. Haha. No se on varmaan puhas. Voit käyttää sen uudestaan. Tai siellä oli TV:tä, sä voit juoda sen TV:n sieltä. Sitten kun se on vielä puhasta vettä. That was a close one. They not only recycle the jingles, they also recycle the bosses. Which I'm glad. What? Really? Huh. Okay. Okay, I mean, I thought I was pretty fast, but I guess I wasn't. Honestly, I wasn't even paying any attention to the clock. Which you don't even fucking see, by the way, when you're fighting the bosses. So how is that fair? Hey, it's time out, by the way. Are you still counting? Oh yes, I am. You just don't know where we are. I sure don't. Well done, Bignose. Well, fuck you. You're on Chaos Island. I mean, it's called Chaos Island and everything, so I guess it's fair. Come on, extra lives. Oof. Well, let's try something. Let's try Fast Club. I don't know what that means, but oh wow, it's Fast Club, alright. I'm not sure how useful this is and how long this will go on. If it affected the shots as well, maybe it would be better. I mean, it's pretty neat that they have all these kinds of different upgrades that you can grab. Changes the gameplay a bit. Just would have been nicer if you could get these power-ups outside the shops as well. Because you don't really have a way of knowing what they do before you try them. And the game doesn't really encourage you to do that. No real money needed. No DLCs here, no treasure chests. Oh. Alright. One more of these guys. If I remember correctly, this was a little harder. Yep, so I'm gonna be careful here. Let's not screw this up. There we go. He's following the pterodactyl. I only now realized that. Oh! Looks like the upgrade sticks. Wow. Oh, you can't go down? I mean... What a bait! I mean, why is this bone here? How are you supposed to grab it without dying? Oh, no, game. I'm not gonna fall for that one again. Oh boy. You can go down sometimes, but not when you can't. That's what she said. It's so hard figuring it out when it's okay and when it's not. Applies to real life as well. Oh yeah, that was a trap as well. I remember this spot. But if this is the last world, I mean, I was almost done the last time. Stream just turned not safe for something. Not safe for job. Not safe for Jiggy. It's awkward when you try, you can't. Bloody mess. Yeah. But you gotta take your chances, right? It might be it won't work out, but then again, it just might. Not safe for jerks. Time out? Well, I mean, I'll take it because I was already kind of thinking of how am I gonna beat this boss without, you know, the projectile. But now I don't have to. Alright, so now let's just hope for a shop that I can buy extra lives from and we'll be fine. Alright, fingers crossed. Aww, you asshole. This is how it ends. You can't find a shop that sells extra lives. And now what? There's no way out! The only way out is up. Alright. It tricked me again. Okay then. Is it game over? Like game over, game over. It's game over, game over. Oh. You should make Fred the dog mascot on your stream. I mean, dogs are always the mascots on my stream. Perkele platforming. Hello, Brigand. What's up? Well, enter attempt number 2. Here we go. If someone can figure out the mechanics behind those shops, would be nice. I'm quite sure they are randomized, but there still might be a system behind it. The dog behind me. You think it's called Fred? Okay. It works for you, it works for me. Yeah, it's actually a girl, but I mean, maybe it's a girl that wants to be called Fred. I don't judge. The thing is, dogs normally aren't aware they are being filmed, or even less the fact that they are being live streamed right now in the internet. They probably don't understand what an internet is, or a camera for that matter. Like that thing behind me, she's normally very unimpressed by things that aren't A, food, or B, balls. And which one am I referring to? The dog or her? I don't know. I'm still gonna keep going to the shop on the right side, because it looks like it usually sells extra lives, so I might be onto something. Maybe it changes on a later level or something. I was about to ask if case of RNG for lives. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. It's not like I can pull up a manual because this game was never actually released. So, or I don't know, maybe there is a manual. I suppose there's a game FAQ page for the game, if nothing else, most likely. I guess it wouldn't hurt to know, because this is like one of those things that you will learn anyway if you play the game long enough. Alright, I'm gonna reset here because that's something you shouldn't do. I knew that you shouldn't hit that rock, but I did it anyway. It's fine to do at this point. I guess technically this whole game is just memorization. I mean, it's not like, it's not even that hard if you know what you have to do. But apparently I don't, because I died on the first level. But like, if you knew what you have to do. Big if. I like how the music is trying to, it goes like it gets excited, just like me. What? What the hell am I doing? Getting excited, but what else? I didn't die, so why reset? Oh, you mean on that part? Well, I mean, you don't need to do that, but you lose your power-ups. You lose the three-way shot. And it's like the third level, so... Alright. Since this game is played more or less like a shmup. As long as you get to keep your power-ups, everything is fine. But the moment you lose them, you're done. You're just fucking done. Ugh. Fred the dog has left the building. Well, not actually, but seems that way. Not bad actually, hour to reach last stage. Yeah, I think it was okay. We'll manage, we'll get there. Eventually. We always do. She will be missed. Good night, sweet prince, we barely knew you. Oh look, she's back. What do you know? Hooray! We're saved. The only hard boss is the skeleton boss with the mosquito. If you don't have the projectile club. Fast stoning, like in the Bible. I think I'm gonna avoid hitting those rocks from now on out. Except this one. Just like that, so we can get here. But I've only found like one rock that gives you extra bones. And even that one only gave you like, what? 3 bones in total. And I found 2 rocks that are traps. So maybe it's not worth it. Play it safe. Because granny strats equal fastest strats. I like how the bosses don't actually even die. They just stand there and the screen shakes. Guess they didn't implement, or didn't have time to implement the death animations just yet. Can I actually get to the last part of the level by just doing that? Maybe. Maybe. Could be. One detail I like is the fact that he keeps wiggling his club Like, when he's walking, I get that, because he's like basically, you know, waving his arm in route of his walk, but he keeps doing that even when I'm jumping. So it looks like he's kinda... I don't wanna say it, but... you know. Bum, 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 bum. Fuck! I did it again. It's bait. Another bait. Oh no! Ah! God damn it! Hey, Lord Sun baby. What's going on? Good to see an SMS game nobody is stuck on. Well, I don't know. I mean... well, I guess you can't call it stuck at this point yet. I did start this game in my last stream, but I had to reset the timer because I actually wasn't... I didn't even know anymore how far I made it. But I guess I've been playing this game like 2.5 hours at this point, tops, altogether. Last stream was back in 2016, yeah. Don't you mean 2015? The last time I streamed was when Caveman still walked the earth. And that's not technically even false. Because I did play this game last time as well. This is probably like the easiest boss ever. No wait, the alien boss. The alien boss from Alien 3. That's the easiest boss I've ever seen. That boss died without me even doing anything. The boss just fell down and died. When am I taking on Shooting Gallery? See if you have a less difficult time than Sharpie. Well, I mean, those light gun games are a bit on hold. Well, like not really, but I'm a little hesitant when playing those. I mean, if somebody picks a light gun game, yeah, I'll play it. But the problem is, I think there's a slight issue with my light gun, and it still needs cleaning. At least. There might be something else with the light gun as well, but I think cleaning it might be a good start. Like, I've played 2 light gun games so far, and both had issues. Different kinds of issues, but... what makes it so hard? Well, I mean, I guess it's not. It's just that... oh, you're talking about Shooting Gallery, not the cleanup process. Yeah. But yeah, I'm basically just waiting for Dougley to record a how-to video on how to open it up safely and clean it nice and good and stuff. But that really sounds terrifying. Because you know what? I have to play that game twice. I'll have to play that game twice. It's on 2 different cards, you know. It's bullshit, that's what. Okay. Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all. Oh, okay. Ghost shot is actually what Rev had happening as well on Gangster Down. Indeed. That's the actual term, ghost shots. I mean, if you're talking about where the light gun doesn't really shoot where it's supposed to be shooting and it changes all of a sudden, even though like one moment it works and the very next one it stops working. It's completely random. I think I tried my game, the Gangster Down game, on 50 Hz as well, and I had the same issue. So it mightn't actually be a light gun specific issue after all. I don't know. Ghost shot, I thought what it shoots, but you didn't pull the trigger. I think it did that as well, but I think the biggest problem was that it didn't shoot, even though I did pull the trigger. Like sometimes it shoots, or I mean, it does shoot, but the thing is nothing happens in the screen. It's like I'm shooting, the game thinks I'm not aiming at the screen, even though I totally am. Yeah, it just starts going apeshit at some point. Would be nice to know if Sharpie will have the same problem with Gangster Down as well. We're counting on Sharpie in many ways at the moment, by the way. We skipped Fantasy Zone the Maze, so that Sharpie would do it before we have to. And now Gangster Down as well. Somebody's gonna do it. The dog has a ball. The dog doesn't have a ball. The dog has a ball. The dog doesn't have a ball. The dog has a ball. Suspense. No ball. Yes ball. Okay, I'm gonna continue with the game. Even though that's actually more interesting. That's way more interesting. Maybe I should aim the camera. She said, we have this minigame called Does Fred Have the Ball? It's not a minigame, it's an actual full game. With add-ons, yeah. It costs like $49.95 in Steam. And you can also get the definitive edition for $60, which includes all the add-on content, including games like Where the fuck did the ball go actually? And please throw the ball. Yeah, Deluxe Edition has the actual Stingy Ball as a freebie. Fred, Revenged of the Balls. Oh yeah, that's a perfect name. There's the title. Hey Aquas, what's going on, man? Wish I had some quark. I'm a sad American. You still haven't had any. Oh man. Oh man. You gotta get a hold of yourself. You know that? One of these days, you're gonna lose all that muscle on you. Only because you didn't have a quark. It's gonna happen, man. The dog broke down and immediately fixed itself, apparently. Whatever it means. The dog has encountered a problem and needs to close. guys in NES too. Yeah, I heard that. Like, there are actually 3 different games starring Bignose the Caveman. Also on Spectrum and C64. Oh wow. The dog just lost it. I'll post something on Discord that's like that, but a cat. I like your post already. Doggy doggy. We lost like what? 1 life at this point? I think it's been 1 life. Alright, I mean, we're still there. Still in the game. Oh, well, I mean, this is actually almost impossible. So good luck, man. Well, okay. We should be able to do it now. Yeah. 2 lives lost. Shouldn't be a huge problem. Let's see what we have here. Something in the spam channel. It's a video. Wow. That was fast. Nice. That would work nicely as a GIF. Maybe one exists already. Nice reaction GIF. Mä syön sitten kun mä lopetan. En ois halunnut. Okay, I have to keep in mind that it's actually possible to time out in this game. Even though I don't know what exactly it is I can do to avoid that. Like, it's not like I'm taking my sweet time. No, I think I'm playing pretty fast. But yeah. Those rats are almost invincible. I mean, invisible. Alright, boss time. Alright, that's a nice little 4 cycle. It's pretty good. Even had some time remaining. That might have been the level I timed out previously. The next world is the ice world, right? I think it's the next one. Yeah, one thing I would change about the game is the over-reliance that you have to have with the projectile club. If you lose the projectile, you're fucked. Like, you're absolutely fucked. And I don't think... I mean... I kinda would like to buy those power-ups, but I'm not sure if it will be worth it. Like, you lose it... You lose the power-up if you die, right? So... Like, on one hand, I kind of would wanna do it. Maybe it's too greedy. That's really good. Fuck. Oh, still made it. Okay, I lost the projectile, but let's see what happens. Nothing good. Right, we got another one. Okay, good. Still here. Hold on, Bignose. That's like an insta-death trap as well. Oh, you can kill those? You can kill those lava flame shots? Or whatever. Oh, god damn it. Alright, good, 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 good. We're okay, we're okay. I like the graphics in this game as well. They're really colorful. Alright, onto the ice world. Think? Yeah. I could entertain the idea of buying another type of power-up. just to see what they do. Very bright colors, yes, yes. Extra life. Oh, we don't have enough for 2. Well, I'll take 1. Oh yeah, it was this hidden shop. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, we're gonna time out. 100%. Or not. Okay. Well done, Bignose. They're very supportive. I like that. You should be. Always be supportive of your friends. What? Does that have to do with anything? Oh, I didn't get the bones now. Okay. But it doesn't matter even if I don't get the bones, because I will never find the correct chop anyway for the rest of the game. So... Big nose, big head. Big motherfucking club. Fat boy, big nose. Joe and Mac are the fellow cavemen. They gotta watch out for the bats. They are very scary. I still don't understand how this guy's club functions even. Like, he swings the club and shoots 3 rocks. How does that even work? Or maybe he's actually throwing them with his other hand. Alright, they're playing the DLC now. The DLC called... Where's the ball? No, seriously, where is it? Yep. Best game ever. Where's Baldo? Yeah. Then there should be more balls in the house, and she needs to find the correct one. I won't point any fingers here, streamer. That's pretty good. It's so good I'm choking. Ooh, we actually found a live shop. Who would have known? Alright, just for the heck of it, let's try fast stoning, see what happens. The guy says at last. Is this fast? Do you think this is fast? Is it though? I guess the stones do travel a bit quicker? Maybe? They are a tad faster. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but... I love the fact that there are scorpions in the ice level. I'm not really sure how that works, but there we go. They seem to move faster. Yeah, a bit. But it's still like a somewhat mediocre purchase, all in all. She's trying very hard to play the game, but she can't beat the DLC. It's too hard. 1 out of 5 stars. Wouldn't fetch ball again. So we have 9 lives now, just like the cat. Does she return the ball? My dog would just run off. I mean, kinda. She reluctantly returns the ball. Please throw. No take. Only throw. But in the end, she does give it. So. RNG dog. Yeah, kinda. Pretty much. She stopped playing apparently. I'm still gonna stick to this one shop. Okay, so we whiffed.
Stanley.
It's called Stanley. Don't question it. Just go with it. As I said, we will never find a suitable shop anymore for the rest of the game, so. Mä pystyn katsomaan nyt. I don't really get why this area is so laggy. It's not like there's anything going on. I love the fact that the tropical island is of cyan color. But maybe that's also because this is a prototype. Like this is... It's supposed to be an ice world with whales, but then there's still like blue palm trees? Maybe they're frozen. It's just a sudden ice age or something. I'm not overthinking this or anything, by the way. Hey, Darakuronoa, what's going on? Oops, sorry about that. Boom. Alright, on to Chaos Island. Also called the Troll Island. They keep recycling the same areas. Like, I've seen this room at least 4 times so far. Not hide out. I hope not, but that might happen. Depending on how long this level is. Okay, never mind. Oh. The disgusting ball has entered my table. And now it's left the table. It's magic. Round 2. Fight! Deadly water drops, let's avoid them. I don't understand why the game baits you into going into pits like that. Like... it's like your only option, I get that. But like, why? Just to throw the player a curveball, I guess? Keep the player on their toes? Only rationale I can think of. It's all. But hey, that's fine by me. Oh. Okay, well, there's no way I will be able to beat the boss with only club. No way, man. I was so worried I might be timing out. I don't know how much time I had left. Okay, like 20 seconds. All right. I'm gonna switch this up just because. Oh my god. Well, I mean, let's try Power Stones. Whatever they are. Oh! That's so bullshit. That's so bullshit. I'm gonna lose them immediately. Like, that's really stupid. You get these bones that you're supposed to buy stuff with, like they're acting as currency. But the problem is, you don't get to visit the shops all that often. And even when you do, it's completely random if the shop you choose to go to will have the specific item you're looking for. I mean, I guess you just have to take that fact into account and not try to rely on the items so much. And with items I obviously mean extra lives, but you know, still. Oh no! God damn it, I tried to avoid those. Hey Zedra, what's up? Okay, this will be a little tricky. All we need is to hit one shop that sells extra lives and we should be safe. We still have 7 lives though, but you know how this game can be. Alright, so that's the bait bone. We're supposed to ignore. Would be nice if you could re-enter the shops, you mean? Yeah. It's a little bit stupid design decision. Oh, we only have 3 bones. What? How is that possible? I mean, we had like 1,000,000 bones. And now we have 3? This has gotta be a bug. Alright, we made the jump. Or maybe we actually have 103. But the counter doesn't display it. Rolled over? Yeah. That could have been. Did you change island or something? Yeah, this is supposed to be the last island. It's called the Chaos Island. I don't know if this actually is the last island, but that's what Dudley said. Score at the bottom. What about it? It's at the bottom. It is. Take a look. I'm pretty sure I've seen this level already. Yeah, and there's the platform. Oh my god! Wow, that mosquito definitely was not there before. Oh well. Alright, maybe we'll okay, well, never mind. Too much stuff. Too much stuff. Those mosquitoes be like, think fast! Oh yeah, this guy. I remember you. You are the one from my dreams. I have no weird dreams. These graphics are pretty good. They are. Also the music, the presentation and the gameplay. I mean, it's a really quality title. And it's just a proto. It's just a proto. It's not even a finished game. So yeah. So you can't kill these lava fireball thingies. Fart clouds. Or fart clouds. Maybe they are fart clouds. God. Okay, what the fuck is this now? What the fuck is this? I actually killed him. Wow. With the club? Okay. I'll take it. Is that the last level? They're using little wheelchairs made of stone. After a long, hard adventure, Bignose captures the pterodactyl and a great Thanksgiving is had by all. Well done. Okay then. Pretty good. I don't know, I somehow was expecting something more climactic at the end. But the two dudes in those stone wheelchairs made it all worth it. It's not just a sorry nothing. Yeah, thanks for the GGs, guys. This was a nice little game. It was actually really good. I mean, well, there are minor details that I could have changed, but again, it's a proto game. It's always difficult to use. I also ordered mine. Wow. Not really. I mean, one thing you'll have to... You'll really need this one. I found out the hard way. Technically you don't. If you're just gonna go with the stock settings, and you'll never change those, because you can still change the input and stuff with the buttons, but I thought you could like enter the setup, you could go to the settings and like change stuff using the buttons, but no, you need this. Oh, god damn it. Well, apparently I won't be needing this one anymore because now I broke it. But if I hadn't broke it, like, then it would be good, but now I need another one. But if you already have one, then you should be good. They really need to get their advertising straight, to be honest. I was so mad when I found out. It's not a Wiimote. No,